like I said, it's all about reconciling. Sometimes you find that we've got figures in our books, but not on the bank statement. Sometimes you find that we've got figures on the bank statement, but not in our.
Not in our books.
Can you see now? So let me ask you a question. If I give you my books like this, is there anything to reconcile at the moment?
No.
No, because whatever I see here is appearing there. I see it here is appearing there. But if one of them was only seen on one side, it means I was supposed to record on the other side. In that way, I'm doing the reconciliation. Are we together?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes. Now, let me start about what is appearing in our books, but not yet on the bank statement. We call those differences. We call them, let me change the color so that it can be nice. So if something is appearing in our books, but not on the bank statement, we call them adjusting differences. Adjusting difference, I'm writing it down, it's gonna come.
Okay.
Meaning appears in our books, but not on the
Not on the bank statement.
no. Wait. Let me finish writing. I'm gonna explain it nicely. I don't want to confuse.
Okay.
Appearing, sorry. Let me say the bank statement one on the bank statement, but not in our books. Okay. Now, yeah, I wanted to do this. Sorry, yeah. So this is what is the color okay? Is this color visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes. So when we talk about the adjusting differences, it means are those items which appear on the bank
Statement.
but not yet on the in our
Books.
books. So what are we going to do with them? We are going to record them in our books. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes, I do.
So we record them in our books. So you will see by the time when we take an exercise, if you find something like that, what must you do? You record them in your books.
In our books.
Record in our books. Just want you to remember this theory for now. I know sometimes when you study it doesn't make sense. So those are the adjusting differences. But we also have the other ones, which will be the opposite. We call them timing differences.
Okay.
So timing differences, let me just change the color once again. Timing differences are those which appear in our books. Timing differences appear in our books, but not on the bank statement. So we record them in what we call the bank reconciliation statement.
Okay.
this is what I want. So you will see, we're gonna have an exercise. You will see. So whatever we don't find or let's say we find them in our books, they are shown in our books. You will see we're gonna record
Yes.
them under what? Bank record. So, but for now it can be a little bit confusing. But I want you to understand this first. It's very much important. Can you see now? So we're gonna take an exercise. It's gonna be very, very nice. So far, I think the basic understanding. This is the core of everything that we need. So when we record, we're gonna elaborate more about those differences. Like for example, find sometimes we've got the debit orders. We're gonna break them down. We've got stop orders. You know, sometimes people give us, they pay us directly via the bank account.
Yeah.
Those things, when we look at them, bank
Those
charges, things like
terms, those terms.
Yes.
That's the thing I find hard. I don't understand what a stop order is, a debit order. Yeah.
Yes. No, don't worry. Step by step, we're gonna. Yeah. So the challenge, not the challenge. Let me not say challenge, because when I say challenge, people think that these things are difficult. They are not. The interesting thing is we need to know which items to record in the cash receipts, which items to record in the cash payment. But generally, we know that as long as we receive something, we record under what? Cash receipts. When we pay something, we record under what? Cash payments. So we can just say, okay, but the question will help us by the time when we start recording. But just to talk about it now, let's start with the cash. In short, by the way, they call cash receipt CRJ.
Okay.
Cash receipt is CRJ, and the cash payment is called CPJ. So those are the two journals that they will ask us to, they will assess us on. Let me start with the CRJ, and thereafter I'm gonna go to the CPJ. Okay, now. So in the CRJ, the most popular one that you're gonna find, there's something called direct deposit. When you pay your school fees, I don't think most campuses don't accept cash anymore. They want you to go to the bank, deposit, and then you give them the proof. For example, EFT. This is the first thing that we record in the CRJ, because sometimes the customers pay us directly via the bank. Okay, so direct deposit will be the most popular ones, are the ones that we normally find. Can you see now? And then sometimes you can find things like the interest. We can receive the interest incomes. When I say interest receipts, you call them interest receipts, but you can just call them interest income. Just tell me something. Where do you think we can receive interest from? Give me any example of an interest from the bank.
For example,
let's say you
deposit money and
yes,
investments.
Yes, those things. So any that, can you see, that will be an interest that you received. So can you see, the only challenge here is for you to check if something is being received or being paid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And sometimes you can find rent. Your tenants give you rent income. So rent income the rent that you received will also be part of what? Of the CRJ. But like I said, the most popular one is what? Is the direct
deposit.
Yeah, the direct deposits. Those are the most popular ones. But you'll see by the time when you take an exercise, we're going to talk more about them. Okay. Cash payments. Firstly, the most popular one, obviously, bank charges. I think you heard about them before.
Yeah.
Bank charges. Sometimes we have got debit orders. I'll explain, don't worry. Sometimes we've got stop orders. see now. Obviously, you are paying. Okay, whether it's a debit order or a stop order, the fact is money went out. Are we together? So the difference between the debit order and the stop order is only the arrangement for those payments. But it doesn't matter whether it's a debit order or a stop order. The fact is you paid. So a debit order,
Okay.
obviously, I think you know that a debit order can be organized anytime. You and I at the moment, we can decide and say, tomorrow I'm going to debit your account. So tomorrow I'm going to debit your account. Can you see that is a debit order? It's not safe because remember, sometimes some companies, even though they did not have an agreement with you, sometimes you're surprised someone took your money from the bank and you don't even know who is that person. It's because they used which method? Debit order. They are not safe. The safest one is called what? Stop
order.
Because this one, you cannot pay anyone without going to the bank. You go to the bank and you sign to pay someone. Can you see the difference between the two?
Yeah.
So you go and sign to pay someone a certain amount for a certain period. That's why for debit order, I'm telling you, if you're not careful, you will end up paying debit order even though you have finished paying those people. They keep taking your money. But stop order, after a certain period, it doesn't pay anymore because you told the bank to pay from the 1st of May 2022 to 31st of December 2022. After that, the payment will stop automatically. So the safest way will be the stop order, but it doesn't matter when you record them the same. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yes. The other thing that I'm going to talk about, of which I want to reserve, I want energy for that, maybe we can talk about it tomorrow, is when we have got errors. Because sometimes we make errors in the business, sometimes we make errors. You can see the errors on the bank statement.
Yeah.
So that one, I think I'll need your energy for tomorrow. Before we do the exercise, we can talk about those errors.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I hope you grabbed everything now. Basic
Oh, no,
wise, not the